Wow.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, and the moon. Welcome to the Wolfpack Disc year-long fantasy disc golf league review. We talk disc golf. I'm Dick Wolf, executive producer, and here's your host, Brian Patbo Wolf Frawley.
It's fun when you guys point because on everybody's screen I'm in a different spot. So you pointed in one direction and then the other people pointed in other directions. But anyways, hey, welcome to Wolfpackdiscs, all 14 people that watched last week. Hi Mom, thanks for being one of them.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks,
Hi, Mama
Pat.
Wolf.
Yeah, thanks for coming out. And hey, let's talk about the Queen City Classic. Before we go too far into it, honesty, it's a core value, right, Richard? Honesty is a core value. I didn't watch any of this live. It was I missed every round live for the first time. Oh, I don't know, in 10 years since the Pro Tour came out. I think this is the first one I didn't catch a single round live. It's pretty wild for me to catch up. But thank goodness for Joe Mez and some awesome people online that have great clips and great content. Keep growing, people, building the game that way. We appreciate it. But yeah, I want to just say those trophies, they didn't look too bad.
I like them.
Yeah.
As a former fifth place winner of the Michigan State Chess Championship, I really appreciate it. It was our team, not me personally, but I was on the team. I was out there playing some chess, baby.
We appreciate your love of all things numbers, Richard. Here, we just wish you would study a little bit before we come onto the show so you can bring those numbers to us.
Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, let's look at the standings of our disc golf. Look, there's Kyle. He's number 2.
Tied first.
Tied for first, depending on how you look at it.
I look at it as a tie.
Sure. I look at the
points though.
I look at the place next to your name, and it says 2 on the screen for me.
Nobody's worried about that.
Looks like second place.
I'm in the 5th place. Yeah, well, I'm in the 5th place, and then we go a little bit further, and we see Bryce. Hey, Bryce, you're just outside the top half at 7th, trailed by Zach, who's planning for Europe again, I think. And then we keep going down, and then there's you, Dick Wolf, in 11th now, no longer in 12th. How's it feel not to be in the basement, Richard?
It's nice when your players come over from Europe and do well. And Kyle Klein doesn't do what he did last tournament.
Yeah.
We're getting points again now.
Kyle Klein still ranked 8th in the current Disc Golf Pro Tour standings. That's pretty good, if you ask me. But speaking of placement, Zach proposes a great question in the chat. Zach says, and I quote, Anthony Barella, Cole Rodell, and Simon Lizotte didn't cash at this event and have not looked overly impressive at the start of the season. So I'll say, out of those 3, who's going to have the best remaining season? Take a little think about it. Those 3 again. Oh, Zach would like to go first. Zach, go ahead, please.
I think it's Barella. Cole still coming from the injury. We saw he had some great flashes at the end last year, but he still talked about it pestering him, bothering him. So I still think he's going to figure that out this season. I don't know what's going on with Simon. I don't think he's not taking it seriously, but he just doesn't look impressive. And I think Anthony Barella has gone back-to-back week with courses that punish him for having infinite distance and not infinite accuracy, right? Chris Dickerson played very well at a course I'd expect Chris Dickerson to play very well at, right? And so I think that as we get into some more of those bigger tournaments, Ledgestone, D-Glow, like those kind of events, well, not D-Glow, but when we play Worlds, we're going to see him shred those more open, big power courses that have a little more forgiveness on the fairway.
Yeah, I can see that argument. Bryce, you looked excited to talk about things earlier. What's your take?
Oh, I was just chiming in to say I was hoping it was Simon Lizotte because he's on my team.
That's fair. This is a fantasy disc golf podcast. You're allowed to root for yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the correct answer is Anthony.
Yeah, for sure.
He's going to get there. He's just having a little slump, but he still has it.
Didn't he win the chess.com invitational last year? And like some of these earlier events, he got hot, and then this year he's just kind of non-existent.
But the last two events, it was a new course, never played before, tight wooded, and he has to be accurate. Queen City is an equalizer course where, like, this is not, I hate to say it this way, Nathan Queen should not be competing on a regular basis on the tour when it comes to distance and accuracy. I love Nathan Queen. He's an awesome dude. I've filmed him, great guy. But, like, with the skill set and the courses that we've seen on tour consistently, that type of course is an equalizer. Like, that's just not how that works. Just like Anthony Barella is playing courses that are not designed for him to succeed at, just inherently with his skill set, or the way that we've designed courses recently to do that.
Well, Barella, it's a good thing and bad thing, but he can make all those great shots, and he thinks he's going to do it on this course too. And he throws it so damn hard, and he's trying to throw it 450 through gaps. You hit a tree and go off to the side, it's going so hard out of his hand. It's going to go so deep. He got a lot of trouble. So the harder thrower is also getting the more trouble off those trees.
He started throwing those Lunas like he does against Macbeth in the tournament.
Yeah.
He won't get such bad kicks.
I mean, but that's a growing experience. He's young. Like, how many tournaments has he run into where he's having a successful season where he's like, I need to win the Queen City Open real bad? Like, he's seeing this as a growth opportunity. It's not on his checklist to say, this is my bucket list event, right? He wants to win Ledgestone. He wants to win Worlds. Like, he needs to make sure that his skill set allows him to gain huge advantage off the tee, and that if his putter's hot, he can't be caught. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you can't throw Lunas through gaps like this and have turnovers and expect it to come back on hyzer, and you can't really shape the shots that well.
There are a lot of forehand gaps on that course, which is, like, again, to your point, Kyle, how many forehand Lunas are you throwing? You have to throw the fairway, overstable Raptor, Captain Raptor to try to get that shaping around the corner to then get the Luna shot. And if you miss off a little bit, as Dick said, I mean, what do you scramble?
Yeah,
totally.
It's definitely a lefty course or a sidearm course also, which is why Girthy won the ladies, I think. She's got a very nice sidearm. I think Kat Merch, also great sidearm. She was up there, obviously. We'll talk about that later, I assume. But
to Zach's point, also Nathan Queen, lefty, shredded that course back during the Tour Championship a couple of years ago.
Austin Turner did well.
Yeah,
I found it interesting
Turner,
that three of the top four guys that the top four finishers here are from either North or South Carolina.
Yep.
So the guys that are used to that course, those woods, they showed out.
Yeah, and Zach, to your original point in this conversation, Anthony Barella gets a chance at Champions Cup to unload on a few holes.
Oh, yeah.
We could see him. We could see him in 2 weeks here doing good things. And Dick giving us a great segue with the forehand comment. Girthy wins her biggest event since 2018, Ledgestone. She's looked good first couple of events of the year. The win has definitely helped. Zach asks, could we see a resurgence in her career? I would counter that and say, I don't necessarily think we need to call it a resurgence. I think that she it's been consistently in that top 15 game for close to a decade, and that's pretty cool. But bigger win, this one or 2018 Ledgestone, do you think?
This one.
Anyone want to guess 2018 Ledgestone?
I mean, Ledgestone, wasn't that primetime Page right then?
I think 2018 Ledgestone, she would have had a higher ceiling against her competitors. But I'm looking this up right now to see what's happening. While I'm looking this up,
whether or not she played better at the 2018 Ledgestone, this one this year, especially with the shit she's been going through, this is huge. And I'm so happy for her. We met her down at Bowling Green however many years ago. She's a very nice woman. So I'm just super happy for her. Like that.
And that putt on hole 18. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Oh.
She didn't make that, then Kat Merch is laying up instead of trying to get it parked.
I would say that
go ahead, Zach. Sorry,
I would say the 2018 Ledgestone is a more impressive win, but I would say this win is more important.
Yes.
And I would say that because the Ledgestone felt like this was felt like it gave her a moment to say, okay, she's here, she's on the competitive stage, she's here to stay. Huge lull since then. She's had stuff going on, right? She's been like you said she's in the top 15. Well, if you're 15th every time, you're still irrelevant in FPO. Like that's just my opinion on that, right? So she's been back. Start this season, the first two events, I was like, you were right. She's super impressive. I thought she'd been playing really well. And not only did she play well here, she finished while Holland collapsed, while other like Owens right there on her heels, Kat's there an opportunity. Like she didn't like play okay and people fell away from her. She was right there in the mix and had to go win it. And she did that. So I think this, when I say resurgence, like this could lead her into momentum of having 2 or 3 more years into competition. And that, like, that's where I'm getting at. I'm not sure if she has everything together to do that consistently on the tour, but I love to see the start of the season for her. It looks like she has the opportunity and the potential to do that. And I wasn't expecting that.
From the numbers, 2018, she won $2,300 for this and was the 6th ranked player by rating in that event. Yesterday, she won, 2 days ago, she won $6,200, I believe, and was the 16th highest rated player. So
Wow.
I'm leaning to Dick on this one, and that means
Yeah, you are.
Leaning into Dick, huh?
we should probably move on to another one. So that doesn't need to be talked about anymore. Hey, Burge, get better, Burge.
Yeah.
We tough it out. But let's get better. Let's not come back too early. We like to see you out there, and we don't want you to come back too early and risk another one. Zach brings up a question about the actual broadcast on earlier in the week where they talked a lot
Ton.
about left-handed players, and specifically the highest rated player in North Carolina being 1042 and lefty, highest rated lefty of all time. Sorry. And we also see Nathan Queen do really well on this, as we previously mentioned, left-handed. Do you think that you can balance out the Pro Tour by having more standards as far as amount of left-handed or right-handed or forehand or backhand or straight shots on a course? Because we all have to admit the majority of fulls are built for right-hand, backhand players, at least at our level, and the majority of the courses that we see on tour. Should we see more of a balancing out? Richard, tell us more.
100%. I mean, that should be the goal of any course designer. It doesn't have to be perfect 50-50, but I'd like to see 6 that hook left, 6 that go right, 6 that are relatively straight. Just have a nice variety. I mean, like winding through the woods, whatever, but yeah, like it should be even both ways. You should have a backhand and a forehand. Every player should have that. I don't have a backhand, but everybody should.
Not everybody has a tomahawk either. Kyle, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, in an ideal world, that would be nice to do 6 and 6 and 6, but sometimes you got to do what the property gives you. And I think it's tough to make that happen all the time. I'm open to courses having that. I think about a lot of our local courses here in Michigan, and there are some whole courses. I mean, yeah, they all favor righties just a little bit more, but lefties have plenty of scoring opportunities here too. So, I mean, I don't think the Pro Tour has any courses that I think are like impossible for lefties to do well anymore. Maybe I'm just not thinking of something. What's that?
Zach disagrees, I think.
I don't mean they're all they have their tough holes for everybody, I think. But I think the Pro Tour, I think if you try deliberately making it to one way or the other, you're going to ruin it. So
It's going to become stale.
Yeah, I think I like a lot of the courses that they play right now. So nothing really stands out to me as like offensively hard for lefties. And the frisbees just fly differently for lefties. I'm sorry, it's just how it is.
Offensively difficult is a unique way of wording something, and I like that. Zachary, anything to add to this?
I don't think you guys are going far enough. I think 6, 6, and 6 is way too simplistic because we are not taking into corporation like thoughts of putter throws. We're not taking into consideration advantages for putters versus people who are accurate throwers, people who are power throwers. Like in a perfect world, you would have a mix of everything, wooded and open, windy and not like all those elements would be involved in the perfect course. We can't do that as Kyle pointed out, on consistently on every course. Some properties will be able to do it, some properties won't. So having one course which is righty favored and having another course which is lefty favored and balancing that throughout the tour is probably your best bet right now until in my hopes and dreams, the PDGA buys 40 properties across the country and starts developing actual tour courses for the tour. I also think that to rebuttal against Kyle's point, think about local courses. I don't think we should do that for local courses. I think that's not ever doable. I think it should be only tour. It's something I didn't bring into the conversation. It was mentioned by Germ at one point in the weekend was saying we should have pro tour only rules and that should be happening sooner rather than later. Having pro tour only standards. We should have X number of feet minimum for this. Like all those things should be starting to separate themselves and making that distinction. So I would say that we need more than just lefty favored, righty favored. It needs to incorporate more elements of the game. All those things should be included.
Okay, ADHD sidebar. Let's say you are designing a course and you want a 280-foot MPO over the water to an island, par three. How small can you make that island at 280 feet, do you think?
D2.
C2, you think there's got to be 60? I think you can do a
I
25-foot wide island.
was
Is
thinking like
there a
33.
backstop? It's just an island.
Yeah, 10
Oh,
meters.
so
Have
I
any
would.
of you ever
Hmm.
played the hell was it called? Vision Quest. Now it's called something different
I
in
know what you're talking
Minnesota.
about. I haven't played it, but
They
I know what you're talking about.
they have an island shot. It's actually like an isthmus that you throw, or a little
Good
peninsula that you
word.
got to throw out to from an elevated spot. I want to say it's about 250. Might be one of the hardest shots I've ever had to execute in my life. That one, I mean, they had some give to the right side, but to the left of the basket, long of the basket, short of the basket, water. And I mean, I think it was probably just a little bit bigger than C1, and it's really, really tough. Pros could probably do it, but it's also, I mean, there's also some luck that plays into that and everything else. It gets a little sketchy.
Is it also sloped down like a mound almost?
It's not as I feel like it wasn't as bad as like Fountain Hills, where some of those little peninsulas look like they're sloping pretty good, but also if it's flat enough, it would hit and skip off the back.
I can confirm that as a Super Am. Those little peninsulas of Fountain Hills are
Yeah.
real easy to land on. Not.
Yeah.
Not.
Hey, Brian got an ace out there though, so he
I
can shut
did.
up.
I aced the Fountain. That was pretty cool, dude. That was pretty cool.
That is
Let me
cool.
let me ask you this real quick because I love this question. Do you think hole 17 at Ledgestone is bad then?
Can you be a little bit more specific? Oh, wait,
So
Lake Eureka. Lake Eureka.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's the island hole. It's an
Yeah.
island hole with hay bales in the front. It's 30 feet max to the back side. It's less than 25 feet to the front side.
With the
Bad
water
hole or
hole?
good hole?
Okay, yeah.
Is it a bad hole? Because like I've never heard anyone go, "This is crazy." The biggest complaint I've ever had was they put hay bales, and I said, "Well, Reed can't skip it now," and I like watching the skip, right? So I mean, like, is that a bad hole?
No.
I don't think it's a bad hole. I don't think it's a great hole either. It's
Okay.
just kind of a fun shot for them. I
Sure,
don't
and
know. It's fun
and
to
that's
watch.
and that's bigger hole, right? That's not 280. That's a bigger hole, of course. So you get to rip it a little bit more. Like I would think that a good ideal to, like you said, 280, right? Island with water carry. I
Yeah.
want to see the tour do their first layout change instead of pin change, where you would do hay bales in the front side, 20 feet short of the basket. So you have to carry it, give them 40 feet behind the basket so you can ace run it, but you won't immediately go OB. And then round two, you remove the hay bales and you put OB line, no hay bale without a ball, like 20 feet behind it. So if you do run it and you have to just change the hole, it's completely different hole, completely different approach to the hole. Like I think that would be more interesting than having an ideal perfect island hole because there's always going to be some element that's exploitable at some point. We saw Simon do it at Deglo. You can take an island and you can exploit almost any island if you look at the rules carefully enough.
Yeah. To that point, I think it would help with course design, under ideal conditions, if you could have multiple pin placements and then change that. So one day it is righty friendly and the next day it could be a more lefty friendly hole.
You do it
And
Ledgestone.
yeah, and equal it out that way.
Yeah, I think great points, great points. And when I win the Mega Millions, none of you will be involved in course design. We're going to move
Fair
on to
enough.
my final question because I like to
Can't
play
wait
a
to play
game.
your 200-foot hole course.
Dude, 220, okay? 220 at the
He's
max.
buying
You
Old
got that
Farm
shit
and
on
not moving
lock.
anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna redesign Garfield to be 27 holes.
Gonna be a bunch of little short Viper shots.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Viper, that's old school. Talking about first one when I first played. There you go, get the sentence out.
Champion Viper. Talk about old
Yeah,
school.
Oh
Wow, you
shit!
were a
yeah.
little too prepped for that.
Yeah, Champion Vipper. All right, so we're a few events into the season. We've got a uh, what do you call it? Major. Yep, coming up next week. I got a question for you without looking. Take a guess. The 16th ranked player in MPO has only played two events for the Disc Golf Pro Tour. He is the highest rated player that has only played two events.
Nicholas Antela.
Nicholas.
Okay.
The only
Okay.
reason I know that is because he's played two events. He didn't play the last one.
Okay.
Uh,
Kyle, Bryce, you want to throw in on this?
Only played two events,
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say Paul, and
no,
I
he's only
don't.
played
He's only
one.
played one.
Side note, Paul is the highest rated person that's only played one event.
I would imagine.
He is currently ranked 27th.
Yeah, I can't think of who's only played two besides Nick.
trying to
Calvin's
think who's
played all
even top
three.
16.
He's
I'm
like
trying to think.
Casey White or something.
I'm trying to think of middling pros, people who haven't just popped off the way we expected them to. And don't look at me like that, Brian. Because trying to think of anyone or like. So two events in their 16th, we know, and that piece of information just told us about Paul matters. So Paul at 27 with one event with a decent, okay finish. So this person probably has had two mediocre finishes, close to
Dickerson?
15th to 20th.
This
I think he's
person
played all
has
three.
finished 15th and 12th.
Ah,
Hmm.
okay, I'm in the right range, I guess.
Chris Dixkin.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was player in the 23rd position had 15th and 12th. I
Oh
apologize.
no!
The
Oh
person
no.
No! See, I was gonna get it.
the person in the 16th has been 9th and 6th.
That changes things.
Oh,
Nine
Joey
Joey
Buckets.
Buckets. Who said it
No,
too?
Buckets is third right now. I just saw that earlier. He's third in the
Nicholas
pro tour.
Antela is 23rd, and 16th is Joel Freeman.
Good
Oh
Would
for
never
Joel.
have guessed. Would
Hell of a
never
hell of a
have guessed.
hell of a draft pick I made there.
Good for
Wouldn't
Joel.
wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. Now we play the FPO version. This person is ranked 13th. It has only played two events.
Lisa Vegas.
No,
Ooh,
she's played all three and she shredded the
played them
first
all?
two.
Oh,
She played this last week, didn't cash.
say I
That
knew
is-
she did great in the first two, but no,
Lisa is currently ranked 6th.
Yeah, so Chosek's probably somewhere in the same space as that, but she also played all three.
He
Anakin.
is in 11th.
Oh, so we're in
Anakin.
that ballpark. Okay.
He just played all three.
Sophia Denica.
Oh,
Someone-
I'm gonna say this, and I don't think it's right. I think it's Kat Allen.
It is not because she's played all three.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if she played the first one or not. I couldn't remember or
She
not.
took 19th. She is currently rated in the top 10.
Yeah.
No idea. Who is it?
It was said. One of you said it.
Other Cat.
Anakin Christensen.
Ah.
Okay.
Another good pick, baby.
And right below her, Eden Nesse.
Mm.
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 Only two events. It's going to be real interesting. We're going to see some major shakeups after the upcoming major. I just want to give you a quick update on that before we sign off. The amount of people in each division is 100 for the MPO and 48 for FPO. The highest rated FPO, Missy Gannon, Holland Hanley, Owen Scoggins, Silva Saarinen, and Evelina Salonen round out your top five. And for your MPO, get excited. It is Gannonberg, Calvin Heimberg, Richard Wysocki, Paul Macbeth question mark,
Mm-mm.
Isaac Robinson, and Kyle Klein.
Yeah.
So
Can we
we will.
talk the two best putters from last year having a pretty bad putting weekend in the FPO division?
Owen and Holland.
Silva and Owen. They
Oh,
both,
Silva.
yeah, they both were looking rough on the green, and it's just weird to see them missing putts that they were just making every time last year. I don't know. They'll figure it out, I'm sure, but it was weird to see this weekend.
It was weird to see it this weekend, although I'm not too worried for their sake. I think they'll
No.
be back real fast, just like Anthony Barella, as we see him throw real far in the upcoming weeks. Kyle,
Yeah.
you got anybody to shout out that you want to say hi to?
Uh, Hi to your mom.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's one right answer. You got it. Thank you.
That's very nice of you to say that. Very kind.
Yeah.
Bryce, hey Bryce.
Yeah, I was thinking through it like I froze there for a second. That would be watching?
No,
No.
just in
Hey,
life.
Brian's mom.
You want to say hi to you want to say hi to anybody?
Because then you can tell them to watch because I shouted you out.
No, I'm good.
All right, fair, fair. Well, on that note, we'll see you after the Champions Cup. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe. Richard's gonna give away a bag at like 1,500 or something. I don't remember what the
Yeah.
number was. All right, talk to you later. Keep it in the fairway.
Bye.